And today I'm going to be discussing something really cool. Everyone wants to be rich, but not everyone becomes wealthy. And no, they're not exactly the same thing. Today we're diving into the difference between rich and being wealthy, and how you can shift your mindset and money habits to build real wealth. All right, this is our agenda: the definitions, spending habits, assets and liabilities, time freedom, and mindsets and habits. All right, so first we'll start off with the definition. Let's start with what being rich really means. Rich people make a lot of money, 6 or 7 figures a year. They might live in a huge house, drive a new BMW, and vacation in Europe. But here's the catch: they're often living paycheck to paycheck. Their income is high, but their expenses are just as high. Now compare that to being wealthy. Wealthy people might not make headlines with their salary, but they own assets like real estate, dividend paying stocks, or even their own business, things that generate income without them trading their time. Here's the truth: a rich person looks rich, a wealthy person stays rich, even if they stop working. Spending habits. The next difference: how they spend. Rich people often feel pressure to spend more as they earn more. It's called lifestyle inflation. New money means new expenses. They want to look successful, even if it means using credit to do it. Wealthy people, they understand value. They spend less than they make and they invest the rest. They don't need to show off. They'd rather have security, freedom, and control over their time. You might walk past a wealthy person on the street and never know. They're not wearing Gucci, they're wearing financial peace of mind. One quote says best: rich people buy nice things, wealthy people buy assets to pay for nice things. Next, let's break down one of the most important concepts in personal finance: assets versus liability. This is this topic was actually my first video ever taken, and I would literally gladly have you to go check that out. It's such a good video. Rich people often buy things that look valuable, but actually lose money, like fancy cars, huge houses, or designer items. These are liabilities. They take money out of your pocket every month. Wealthy people buy assets, stocks, rental properties, or cash flowing businesses. These put money into your pocket. Robert Kiyosaki said it best: an asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. And the wealthy use their earned income to buy assets, and those assets generate passive income, which is how wealth really builds over time. Next, we have time freedom. One of the biggest differences between the rich and the wealthy is time freedom. Rich people might be making millions, but if they stop working, the money stops too. They're stuck on the income treadmill. More work equals more money, but no work equals zero. Wealthy people build systems, investments that pay them, businesses that run without them, real estate that generates rent. That's the real goal: not just money, but freedom of time, to spend your life how you want, not how your boss, clients, or company demands. Finally, this all comes down to a mindset. Rich people often chase status. They think, if I earn more, I can spend more. If I look successful, I am successful. But wealthy people think differently. How can I build something that lasts? How do I turn today's money into long-term freedom? They read, they invest, they track their net worth. They make financial decisions based on their value, not hype. And they don't compare themselves to others because they know their goal isn't to impress, it's to be free. So here's the truth: you can be rich today and broke tomorrow. But if you build wealth the right way, through mindsets, habits, and smart investing, you'll have freedom that lasts a lifetime. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dive finance tips every week. And tell me in the top comments, would you rather be rich, or wealthy? Thank you so much for watching. Bye.